if his player is happy at a club, that means he's not getting his bread in getting the transfer fees. That's what he's doing. He's trying to engineer a move for Pogba so he can make a drink.
Welcome back to the MVP podcast. My name is B-Man and I'm here with Sauce with the scarf.
Nick Cannon. I thought you were trying to be like that guy from The Simpsons, you know, that shopkeeper. What's his name?
He doesn't wear a turban, man. That's just being disrespectful and racist right there, mate.
No, it's not.
Can't be saying
Really
it.
informative.
Thank you.
I'm sure he wears that. What's it
He
called?
just has a hat. He doesn't
Even have a hat. He
It's
has
hair.
black hair.
He's
Why
got
is it black hair? I
When's the last time you watched Simpsons?
I actually think it was one of them like turban things, you know.
Wow. Anyway, Weezy's on this side. Weezy's on this side. And now we've got Dana. Okay, cool, guys. How you doing? You're all right. You're good. Anyway, do you know what? Can I first start off the video like
You didn't even
this?
let me ask if I was alright.
Yeah,
I'm
let
alright.
me,
Things are good.
yo, listen, guys, can we, if you're watching the video now, just like, right now, we're going to wait 2 seconds. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much.
Energy.
That's energy. Guys,
energy.
the transfer window has officially opened. Haaland never turned up to Man United.
I'm
Did we
happy.
have to go there?
I'm
We
happy.
had
to go
there.
there.
Oh, listen. Can I just put it in context? I'm ecstatic he didn't come to Man United.
Do you know what? You're gonna
I'm
eat your
over the
words.
moon.
You're gonna eat your words.
career killers.
You're gonna
Career killers.
You're gonna eat your words.
Why am I going to eat my words?
Ridiculously buying for like 20 million.
Yeah.
And Man United offered him 67.
No. It was the deal was Man United buying for his release clause, but they put like basically
Raiola was gonna get a
Raiola
fat drink.
was going to get a fat drink, and his dad wanted a release clause of 50-60 million in the contract. So anybody comes in 2 years later or whatever can put 50-60 million down. And Man United
That's still a bargain.
Nah, because then like say he kills it, scores 30 goals, and then Real Madrid say, do you know what, fancy 50 million here, and then chuck it at you. You've lost him after
Bargain. Yeah,
it.
that's a bargain for
Do you know
someone
what?
else.
Do you know what? Before we even start the whole pod about transfers, yeah, can we talk about this Mino Raiola guy for a second, right? And all this
Gee.
rubbish. Wait,
He's
hold
disrespectful.
up,
Brother,
man.
you're
Hold up, man.
you're
Hold
a
up.
Chelsea
Yeah,
fan.
look, I'm on Twitter a lot, right? Through because we've got our own Twitter account, right? Which, by the way, is down below, right? But yo, listen, this was my problem, right? Mino Raiola, whatever you call it, came out and said, so and so about Man United, they're not using Pogba correctly, whatever the words he was using, but it was bashing Man United. And then I was on Twitter and people were like saying like, oh well, there's got nothing to do with Pogba. No. Should Pogba be telling him to shut his mouth?
Yeah, Pogba should be telling him to keep quiet.
He should.
Yeah, he's
Why
Pogba's
is he running
agent.
this?
He's got a job of getting Pogba to good teams, not to burn bridges with teams. Effectively.
Why has he got a right to go and slate the team like that, man? Why is
His
he on?
job is to sign his players to clubs. And if his player is happy at a club, that means he's not getting his bread in getting the transfer fees. That's what he's doing. He's trying to engineer a move for Pogba so he can make a drink.
Wow.
That's the whole point of him.
Yeah, that is, but he's not. It's
That's
not.
his
You
job.
go. You don't need to burn bridges to do that.
Yeah, but he's not.
You
this
can do
ain't-
that respectfully.
Hold on. But this ain't the first time
He
he's done
ain't
it.
dealing with Man
This
United
ain't the first time he's done it.
No, he hasn't.
He's done it. He's done it with Zlatan in other clubs. He's done it.
notorious for it.
Yeah, he's
He
done
did
it.
it with, it started with Nedved.
Yeah, so he's done it so many times with other
Throwback.
players. So do you know what I mean?
I watched this documentary where Nedved's like, yo, I want to move to Juventus, yeah, make it done. He goes to the Juventus board. They obviously they acted like he was a nobody. Said, yo, we're not going to talk to you. This guy just walks up to this restaurant, knows where the owner is at. He goes, yo, you're dealing with me. You're not dealing with Nedved. He goes, call Nedved. Nedved comes down. Nedved just pops up. He goes, yo, I'm not going to be in negotiations. This is my agent. Anything he says, I agree with. And he just walks off. Mino Raiola just sat there like, blank check. You tell me how much. That's how it started for this guy, man. And that's how I rate this guy. This guy is doing everything he can for his players.
Yeah, he looks after his players.
He looks after his
100%.
players.
Looks after his players.
100%.
That's his job, innit? He has got to keep them happy.
Yeah, but should he come out into the public the way that
it's
he does?
disrespectful.
But he's engineering a move because he needs it. He knows Pogba wants out of Man United.
But surely there's better
This
ways.
is his golden goose.
No, but Pogba can't upset the Man United fans, so Pogba can later on turn around and
Yeah,
say...
but has he not? By extension, the moment I saw that, I was like, yo, this is Pogba basically saying to him, yo, you do the business. I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
You do it for me. That's what he's saying. Because at the moment, I'm not even looking at Raiola. I'm looking at Pogba thinking, I know you want out, but cuz do you need to get your agent to speak your word?
Look at the circle around the situation, yeah? The manager doesn't know what's happening. The agent is running his mouth. Pogba's staying quiet. Where does this leave the fans? Because I'm furious. Like, if he wants to go, let him go, yeah? But as a Man United fan, Sir Alex, yeah, he always drilled in people's head that not one person is bigger than this club.
True.
Yeah? He threw a boot at David Beckham, man. You know what I mean? Ronaldo wanted to leave, he said to him, go.
Well, technically he said stay one more year.
But alright, he went.
But he let him go.
My point
Yeah,
is,
but he let him
Fergie was never scared of the players, was it? You know, he ran his ship like an iron fist. Yeah. And I just think how far we've fallen for a situation for two people to think they're bigger than a club, basically. It's upsetting, man, if you're a Man United fan.
But the rumour is, isn't it? Man United have turned around and said to this Raiola guy, this is why he's annoyed at Man United. They've said to him, no matter what, whoever your players are, we're not dealing with you. So if we're interested in the player and we find out you're his agent, we're not dealing with you no more.
Yeah, but he's got some of the biggest players.
Yeah, but they said to him, because of how toxic you are and how you've, like, basically they think he's influenced Pogba from get-go, that they're not... Because like, the way Ole comes out, the way Ole comes out with and that is basically saying Pogba's actually like, people, you know what you read on like Red Calf and all these other Man United things and that, you read that Pogba's actually really happy to be in Manchester and he wants to succeed at Manchester, but it's this guy that's pushing him, and because he's been with Pogba from day one, from like such a young age, Pogba feels like he can't say to him, yo, do you know what I mean? You're taking the mick kind of thing.
That's why
that's why like Man United are kind of dealing with it how they are, and then that's why he's cheesed off at Man United, because Man United have turned around and said to him, we're not dealing with you no more.
Paul Scholes, he didn't even have an agent. That's why I got so much respect for him. He used to deal with all his stuff on his own.
Yeah, but it was a bit different back in them days, man. It's not that easy to do it now. But the transfer window open. That's the whole argument of the topic. Are there any moves that you're expecting to happen over the next
Pogba to go
3 weeks?
Nah, he won't go.
He won't go.
I see it going.
He won't go.
I think it's
If anything, Pogba will stay till the summer. And if nobody matches his evaluation, Man United will keep him for about... Man United got the option to trigger it another year. So Man United technically have got him. His contract is a year and a half, but they've technically got the option to make it 2 years and a half. So Man United...
Let's talk, because we've had this Pogba talk for a bit now. Let's talk about some of the other players. Haaland decided to go to Dortmund instead, which remains to be seen how well that turns out. But are there any teams that either need to sign a player right now, or do you see certain players moving on soon?
Arsenal desperately need players. They desperately need
Why?
players.
Every Arsenal fan thinks they've turned corners.
No, they've got holes.
Oh, he's in the gas. Your boy Momo, who wanted a shout out, I swear I looked at my WhatsApp, all I seen ping, 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 ping. Like when they beat us 2-0, I was just saying, I've said to him, yo, bro, we've had this discussion many times, we're both as bad as each other. Why are you messaging me on this one result? But he just ping, ping, ping.
But
and
you
then,
could see
and then
from
they're
the
all
squad.
like, oh, do you know, every Arsenal fans to me are, Arteta, have you seen what he said? I said, yo, Nigerian man can sell me something. You know, he says the right things to me. It don't mean anything. Have you seen what he says in press conferences? No, I'm telling you, honestly, you know these little con artists. I'm telling you the truth. I'm being honest. You know these like
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, these ones I sent you. Do you know these ones I sent you emails? Yeah, but you know I hate when people say, yeah, the manager says the right things. What's the manager meant to come out and say, yeah, my players are trash. He's trash. I don't want him. Of course they're gonna come out and say, yo, listen.
Yeah, but they need to get reinforcements. You can't tell me that, who have they got as fullbacks? They've got Tierney, and then they've got Bellerin, who's injured. They've got Chambers, who's injured.
They've got Maitland-Niles, who's been taking Stephen A. Smith's advice on the weed.
Their fullbacks is not even the main concern. This is the argument that I had with Arsenal fans, right? And I have a lot of arguments with Arsenal fans all the time, right? I said, the defenders, the reality is if you take some of these defenders out and put them on better teams, they are good.
They're awful.
They can be good. No, they can be good. No, they can be good.
Who's going to be good? David Luiz. You can't coach. David Luiz is under what?
Socrates is not. He's just at the Arsenal. How many defenders have come through this Arsenal cycle now? They've all been bad.
Yeah,
at what point do you start to
Gabriel's
think
having a
like?
resurgence at Valencia.
Yeah, Gabriel looks like a better player.
Yeah, look, the reality is these players are actually they can defend.
But Socrates is 33 years
The
old.
problem is this, right? You've got three headless midfielders, and they're trying to tell me Xhaka is a born holding midfield player that can destroy play. Torreira can run around and then tackle everyone. He's a second coming of Kante. Just shut up, first of all. Yeah, no, he's not. Right?
Torreira's not going to be there though. Anyway, but carry on.
Listen, what those defenders need more than anything is someone that actually is in front of them that would actually protect them. If they protect, the moment the ball comes over the top and those midfielders don't do nothing, it's game over.
Yeah.
But listen, half of us could feast on the, okay, maybe we couldn't, right? Maybe we couldn't, but it's too easy to get through them when there's no one there to protect them. At the end of the day, the midfield plays such a massive role in trying to stop people from, stopping conceding goals. And the fact that there's no protection for these defenders, you just keep leaking them. They're running after the ball every single time. Every single time they're running after the ball. There's nothing you can do.
But
about
who
that.
would
you
they
stick
get?
there? That's my question.
Who would you get?
Who
No,
would
but
you
the
buy?
reality is, I don't know who they could get, but they need that. They need a holding midfield player in the likes of the Patrick Vieiras. Do you know the guys that are no nonsense? Just get the ball
Roy
out.
Keane.
Arsenal should have always signed Nzonzi when they had the chance.
They should have.
They should have always signed Nzonzi.
Yeah, he'd be a race.
He would have. He plays football as well.
They should have
But he
signed
gives
Kante
it-
when they could have.
Yeah,
the
they had
fact
a
that he
chance.
went to Chelsea is criminal.
Yeah.
It's criminal that he ended up at Chelsea.
It's like even moving on to transfers like Chelsea. Chelsea are a very good striker away from solidifying top four.
Yeah.
If they can get a good striker in this transfer window, I don't think Chelsea. If I'm looking at Chelsea now, I'm saying you need Frank Lampard needs 2 fullbacks and a striker. And then Aspilicueta, as quality as he's been like over 10 years. He's been at this standard, but it's the Zabaleta thing where now age has caught up with him. You kind of now
He's slowing down.
Yeah,
He's still
slowing
putting in
down.
good games, man.
Yeah, he is,
Good
but
shit.
it's like, do you know what I mean? You need 2 fullbacks. Chelsea just need 2 fullbacks and a proven striker. Chelsea get that proven striker, top four's all over.
There's already been some rumours that I've been looking at as far as like Chelsea signings. The one that looks most realistic is Alex Tellez. I think he played
Porto kid.
the Porto guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Porto kid.
He looks realistic to sign in regards to a January transfer. Other things I've seen as far as defence goes is Ben
Is
Chilwell.
it Jovic or whatever from Real Madrid on
That's
loan deal?
We don't know what the situation with him is because he's just not getting games at Real Madrid. Timo Werner is a guy they're looking to sign as far as the striker goes, but now that we're not going to be signing Timo Werner, especially with how they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're top of the league, innit?
They're not going to rock the boat.
And they're in Champions League as well. so-
Same with Sancho. Like
Sancho's a summer transfer.
Sancho's going to, because they're asking for too much right now, and you can tell like because of the signing they've made with Haaland,
Yeah.
he's probably going to get reduced minutes, which means that he'll probably end up going for less in the summer. Because he's probably not going to. They're asking for 150 million right now.
His value is going to increase.
I think by end of the year,
Yo, do you know-
when they see how many games he's been played, he's like, yo, get me out of here.
Nah, they're gonna wait until after the Euros. They're gonna see how he does. More times than not, he's most likely going to have a good
Sancho's a
tournament.
winger, man.
And yeah,
Haaland-
it's just,
Haaland plays
it's
a-
It
price
depends.
gonna
It
go up.
depends if he
He'll
plays games,
increase.
man.
He
He needs games, and if they've got Royce, if they've got Haaland, and they've got Thorgan Hazard playing, and then Sancho's going to be just rotation.
Yeah, but he's kind of made him rotation now.
He's made him rotation now, so
made him
now there's another
rotation now,
striker.
innit? Yeah.
That's going to push him further out of the rotation.
Yeah, but the Dortmund fans kind of turned on him anyway when he did that because the guy was on fire. Do you know what I mean? They're practically whenever they score, he's always involved in it anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't think Sancho will go in the winter.
Yo, I heard a signing for Chelsea, yeah, and I'm actually excited about this. There's no bid or anything like that. We've had a bid for Moussa Dembele rejected, which I'm not asked with because we got Michy Batshuayi, which is like there's no difference. But
There's a major difference, but carry on.
Whoa! We're not gonna gloss over that for a second. What did you say?
Carry on.
he would be a backup striker.
Who would be
No,
backup
wouldn't.
striker?
Dembele
Musa.
kid for Leon.
Oh!
Yo, you thought you were about Osama?
Oh my god! I was about to
No,
lick you
no,
on right
no,
now.
no, no, no,
I was
no,
like,
no,
but
But anyway, that
But
Dembele
yeah,
is
I
better
get
than
that.
Batshuayi, but carry on.
But even still,
But- no,
he'd
but
be-
yeah, I
he'd
get
be-
what he's saying.
he'd
I
be
get
back
what
up-
he's
And he's better than Tammy Abraham.
He'd be
but
back
carry
up
on.
to Tammy Abraham.
He's better than Tammy Abraham.
He'd be back up to Tammy Abraham.
He's better than Tammy
He'd be
Abraham.
back up to, no, listen, 100% he'd be back up. He'd back up, doesn't matter.
Tammy Abraham for what? For what?
But either still, it's been rejected. So
Tammy
it doesn't-
Abraham's not scored against the top side.
Who are you talking about? He scored the other day.
Against who?
Who is it?
I'm not. Don't say Arsenal because they were like 6-7 points off relegation. So don't say Arsenal. So he's not scored against the top side. So don't say Arsenal. So name me a top side. He's played Man United. He's played Liverpool. He's played Man City. He's played. Take Man United.
He scored against Wolves. They're top 6.
No, Wolves are not top 6.
Well,
Wolves
they're top-
are
yeah, they are.
Fifth, man.
Wolves are not. Man United are 5th.
Yeah, exactly.
Wolves
He scored
lost
against
the
them.
other day. Man United.
Yeah,
are
so
5th.
they're top. Your argument's void there.
No, it's not.
Either
Wolves are not
way.
6. Sheffield United are 6. Has he scored against Sheffield United?
Wolves are 6.
He's scored against Sheffield United.
Wolves are 6.
Wolves are not 6.
Right now,
Wolves are not
my
6.
phone's over there, fam.
Okay, go and get your phone. Wolves are not 6.
allow it,
Allow it, man. Just
Listen,
know that I'm right.
Wolves are not 6.
They are
It doesn't
6.
matter. Anyway, doesn't
Tammy
matter.
Abraham,
Man.
they
are-
Anyway,
Just edit this out, yeah, and just call this guy idiot on the thing, man. Just do
I'm
that
telling
for
you,
me.
Sheffield United.
Just load
Okay.
up a picture of the league
Shall I
table,
tell- shall I
and then
tell
just
you-
label idiot across this guy.
Listen, shall I tell you why Wolves are not 6 here? Because if Sheffield United if Sheffield United beat
I just see the
Liverpool.
Premier League table like an hour before we started this, man.
Oh, they're not 6. Sheffield United 6.
Listen, can
Sheffield United
we
6.
move away from this?
Anyway, Tammy Abraham.
Guys,
I hate you
unfortunately,
between the
we're having a problem right now. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Listen, shut your mouth. Fuck,
Carry
man.
on anyway.
Why are
carry
you
on.
arguing this?
Anyway,
All right, carry
go
on.
on, go on, go on.
I don't understand why you're sticking to this point.
Go on.
I don't even want to talk about this anymore, bro. This guy sucked the energy out of me, bro.
Yeah, but Tammy Abraham's not a good. He's not a top striker.
We're not talking about Tammy Abraham. We're talking about top 6, you div.
All right, but we're talking about. I was talking the argument side of Tammy Abraham. not being a top
Anyway,
striker.
okay, look, let's talk about another, because we haven't got that much time left.
Yeah.
Right.
We've spent 3 minutes on this.
Yeah, we spent a hell of a long time on this, right? Do you see any high-profile moves
No,
in
nah.
this month?
No, because do you know what? Like for high-profile moves to happen, like the player would have to be leaving a good club. Every good club's in the Champions League. They're in the Champions League, innit? So
Yeah, but you've got your likes of, let's say, Man United signed Evra and Vidic both at the same time in the January transfer. Van Dijk went in the January transfer.
yeah, but they came. Van Dijk came from Southampton. Where did Evra came from?
Evra came from France somewhere?
France, was it?
And-
No, not Monaco, was it? Somewhere
Marseille.
Yeah, it was Monaco. It was Monaco.
I think it was
Yeah.
It was Monaco.
And Vidic came from Serbia or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, it's possible, with the right scouts, it's possible. But, again, they weren't high-profile signings at the time.
The new one just came out a couple of minutes ago before I came. I was checking it. Man United and Man City have both got their eye on Jimenez, who plays for Wolves.
Yeah, you
They're
can, hold,
valuing
That's a
him
good
at
shout,
60
but
million.
you can hold that.
Wolves ain't gonna let him go because they're doing
No,
so
of course
well.
they're not, because they
can
hide the
hold
Man
that.
United.
Listen,
No, but if you're
the player I was gonna say was, do you remember that Inter Milan guy that went to Brazil, Gabigol,
Oh yeah.
Gabriel Barbosa?
I loved him when he first came in. I
Football
thought
manager,
he's
innit?
gonna be the next. Yeah, he's
How
a football
about
manager.
how about right now? Yeah, in the
he not been
Brazilian
into West Ham
league,
or something?
29 games, 25 goals, 8 assists.
Has he been linked to West Ham or somewhere, or Everton or
He's
something?
been linked to Chelsea now,
Oh, has he been linked to Chelsea? Oh,
and that's the guy they're looking to sign.
Yeah, but
okay,
look,
yeah.
the guy came into Europe, couldn't do nothing. Went back to
be
Brazil,
fair,
scored
yeah, but to
25
be
goals.
fair, he got the short straw. Was it Roma he went?
He was at Inter.
Inter, yeah, because they didn't really play him because there was a dispute with the contract and the agent, and they just kind of put him
Yeah,
to the
he-
side.
First year, yeah,
They kind of put him to the side. So it's not. He didn't get a fair shake when he first came to Europe. Anyway.
He's been getting goals left, right, and centre in the Brazilian league. Obviously, it's the Brazilian league,
He
but
scored the
still.
winning goal to win them the
Yeah,
Champions League version in South America.
South America.
The
yeah.
Copa Libertadores.
That's the one.
But if you're looking at going back to your transfers, the teams that need the major work, Arsenal, Man United probably need to make most work out of the lot. Man United got a decimated midfield.
I think City need to sign someone.
Oh,
City, you don't need
City are
to.
going
At
mad.
the back, they need someone.
No,
the
because
back,
you got
100%, yeah.
you got
Still
Laporte.
get like
You got
Koulibaly.
Laporte.
We're not talking about spend 150 million on a centre back, but get a serviceable one. Get Fernandinho out of that centre back position. And get someone that.
If
can
anything, though, if you're City, you're looking at sort of your league's over. You're gonna go try and do a Champions League run anyway.
Yeah, so they're gonna need
Still needs reinforcement.
Yeah, but I think he's looking at it, and then Laporte's coming back, and he's got John Stones back as well. The first game back was today. Yeah, but I know that. But obviously, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. I've won a league from Pep Guardiola's point of view. I don't think he'll buy until summer. I don't think he'll buy anybody until summer if he stays anyway.
You know,
we won't buy anybody
there's
until
been
summer.
massive signings, like you said, in the January transfer window that have swung things in favour of other teams, man. I remember, I think Henrik Larsson once came from Celtic to Man United
but
on loan.
This was semi-retired Henrik Larsson.
Yeah, but look how many goals he bagged for us. He grabbed some fantastic goals in the Champions
3?
League.
Yeah, but there's nothing to swing.
were very important.
There's nothing to swing. The league's done. Top four is practice. Chelsea just need that striker to finish top four off and kill everybody's hopes, and then that's it. It's not. There's nothing to. If anything, the relegation battle is going to be the interesting part this year.
No, but as
terms
you
of
go
the Premier
through
League.
different games as well, there's obviously FA Cups and Champions Leagues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you might not look forward to the FA Cup, but regardless, it is a piece of
trophy, yeah.
silverware. And
Liverpool are not in it, so
Are they not in it?
they lost to Aston Villa. Did they not? Oh, no, that's the
No, that's Carabao Cup. They got Everton tomorrow, innit?
when they beat
Yeah, they probably got it because he said tomorrow.
5-0 Aston Villa.
He said tomorrow I've got 13 players fit and I'm rotating. So he goes, you probably see something similar to the Aston Villa game. So they might probably go out tomorrow.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna put a stop to it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, do you want to say the ending, like, share, subscribe, all of that?
Alright, guys, if you're not doing it now, I don't know what you're playing at. Go like, share, subscribe,
That's it. Simple as. We'll be back soon.
and like the video.
Peace.